Have you wondered why people that work out have back pain? Or maybe you don't work out but also have back pain. Most of the cases are associated with weakness of your core and lack of mobility. Sometimes you start to change the curve of your spine because during your daily routine, maybe you spend too much time sitting in this position or spend too much time standing like this. So all those posture that you have on your daily is gonna make your curve of your spine change on some level, and sometimes that can hit some nerve and creates the pain that you may have. But the thing is, if you are working out and you have back pain, you need to fix your workout, because supposedly when you exercise you need to improve your health. But if you have back pain, you exercise, you need to wear some belt, some type of protection to be able to exercise. Probably you're not targeting your core muscles. And in today's video, I'm gonna teach you good exercise to help you to target these muscles, and then you're gonna be able to apply this technique when you do other exercise. Because when you train lifting more weight, you need to engage your core to protect your spine. Think about this: your core muscles, they are responsible to give you protection, to support your body. They are attached, most of them, on your spine. You need to squeeze them correctly to give you the right brace to work your arms, your legs on a safe way. But if you neglect to work these muscles, you're going to injure your spine, because you're going to see in this video how important it is to give you the right stability and support to your body while you're doing your daily things, and also when you're working out. For example, when you're carrying over some grocery bags, you need to keep your body like this, well engaged and aligned. But if you don't have your core stable, you're gonna walk like this, like shifting your body sideways. And this movement is called a shear. The shear force on your spine is kind of your chest. It's shifting, it's moving around. It is not good for your spine. You need to keep them very stable when you're carrying lowered. But if you just walking, dancing, moving, doing other type of things, that's no problem at all. Your spine was created to move. But when you work with load, like you carrying over grocery to your home or picking up something on the ground, you need to be able to embrace your core, keep your back well aligned to avoid to develop injuries on your back. And those things doesn't happen like this. It takes a while. Maybe a little wrong movement that you do on your daily basis, after 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you degenerate your disc and ended up with herniation. So when you work out, you need to keep this part of your body over here very stable while you're doing your bench press. Let's say you're gonna do like a bench press, you can move your body while you're exercising your chest. You need to be able to stabilize to get the most of your chest to develop. When you're squatting, if you don't embrace correctly your core, you're gonna bend your back during the squats, and some part of maybe your pelvis will tilt in, or you're gonna bend your upper spine, and some part of the squat you bend your back. Sometimes it's just a little bit, you don't even know, you don't even notice, but it's like you're going down here and then you bend a little bit over here, and then you don't even see that because you don't know. And then you keep doing that repeatedly on your daily routine when you're working out. After a while, you are degenerate your disc. You start off with a little pain, a little pinch on your nerve. But if you're still watching this video, do me a favor, like it and subscribe on my channel to help me to promote my content. But if you don't treat, if you don't fix that, trust me, you will develop back problems. There are so many studies proving that. And then this video today, you're gonna learn how to stabilize your body doing a bird dog exercise, which is one of the best exercises that you can have on your routine. This exercise, it's not gonna change your life and then fix your problem. It's gonna help you to bring more awareness, more conscious about your spine and develop strength on your core muscles. But if you are bodybuilding or you are athlete, look, this video is not for you, okay? Skip that. This video for those who want to preserve their spine and their health. If you're looking for a performance video, this one doesn't work for you. Before we get to the exercise, we need to first release some tension on the spine and also create some mobility. This kind of will prepare your body to exercise. This exercise calls double flexion and double extension. You're gonna stay on your hands and knees. Keep your legs apart, size of your hip. Keep your hands about under your shoulders. If you have any difficulty keeping your hands like this, you can bend like this and place on the ground. Keep this position right here. And then, starting from your pelvis, you're gonna first bring your pelvis in, bending your lower spine, and then after you bend over here, you're gonna start to bending your whole spine to get to the top of your head, like this. Bend your pelvis, and then bend your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back. Hold this position for 3, 2, 1. And then double extend first. Extend your pelvis, and then your lower back, middle back, upper back, and then your head. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Again, pelvis, lower back, middle back, upper back, head. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Pelvis, lower back, middle back, upper back, head. Hold. 3, 2, 1. It's very common when you're doing this for your first time. You're not really able to move the way I just moved here. It takes a little bit of practice. I want you to pay attention on your shoulders. You can't tense that up. You need to keep your shoulders down and release those muscles over here. So it's common people, when they do the first time, they bring it up the shoulders. So you should do this. Bring them down, keep your neck, release, relax again. Don't tense it up. Put it down and relax. Keep your legs apart, okay? Do not cross your legs on your hip. What is that? Keep your legs apart, size of your hip, more or less. Release your neck, driving your shoulders down. And then always start, for learning purpose, from the pelvis. You start from the pelvis, bring it in. Lower back, middle back, upper back, head. 3, 2, 1. Pelvis, lower back, middle back, upper back, head. 3, 2, 1. It's crucial for you to understand how your spine moves. Looks easy, but if you've never done this before, you might get a little confused. So do this watching yourself or film yourself, because your goal should be move your spine knowing which part of the spine you are moving at each time. What is that? When you move your pelvis, you need to be conscious about your pelvis moving. Lower back, middle back, upper back, and head. When you practice this exercise, you need to create a conscious about the movement that's happening throughout your whole spine, okay? Don't just do this exercise bending and extending on a anyway. No, you need to think about what you're doing. After you learn how to prop this, 2 sets of 8 reps, it's enough. You don't need to do too much of it, but at the beginning, you need to train. You can start training only the pelvis movement. What is that? Turn your pelvis in, bring your T-bone in, and T-bone out. Only move your pelvis. Once you learn how to move on your pelvis, you go to the lower back. Pelvis in and lower back. And then come out. And then you can bring it to your middle back now. Pelvis, lower back, middle back. And go back. Upper back. Pelvis, lower back, middle back, upper back. And then pelvis, lower back, middle back, upper back, head. Doing this step by step is going to help you to learn properly the movement, and again, to feel the movement of each part of your spine. For this exercise works, you need to learn very well how to properly do it. After you learn, if you do 1 or 2 sets of 8 reps, it's enough. According to Stuart Maggie, one of the best guys that understand and study about the spine health, he says 1 set of 8 reps is enough for you. I'm just telling you guys to do 2 because at the beginning you need to kind of learn. But after you learn very well this movement, 1 set of 8 reps, it's enough. So after doing this exercise, we're gonna now do the bird dog extension. Okay, so now let's learn the bird dog extension. This exercise, when you don't know what you're doing, it looks easy. I was teaching the exercise on my class, and then one of the girls who was taking my class said, "Oh, this exercise is very easy. I can do that very easily." And then I spoke to her again and explained her how she should do the movement. She said, "Oh, it's really hard." So pay attention here. The position is gonna be the same as the other one. on your hands and your knees. Again, if you have more comfortable having your hands like this, it's an option for you to keep your legs apart. The first thing here, we need to find the neutral position of your spine. Pretty much, you cannot arch your back like this and also round your back. Both are wrong. We need to find the middle term. It's like a little curve on your lower back. It's the correct thing. Do not increase it and do not lose it. Find the middle term right here. So you're gonna engage your core. Where is that? Kinda drive your belly in. Okay, snap your belly in. You will already start to work some muscles of your core. Only if you do this, your belly is out, snap it in and hold it. Keep it holding. And then from this position right here, I want you to move one leg back, keep your body and your hip aligned like this. Engage your core and extend your leg back. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back very slow. Don't lose your contraction and switch. It's very important for you to keep the contraction during the whole time. Your goal over here is keep your hip aligned to your spine. You cannot drop your hip. You need to keep it aligned. And also, your back should be aligned as well. You can't round your back. Sustain your back aligned and your hip aligned is the key to work on this exercise. This exercise, you need to constantly pay attention on the alignment of your hip and your back. That's very common. When you try to get one leg out of the ground, you start to tilt, to shift your hip, which is wrong. You need to work on it. I'm gonna do this exercise another way and then you can see me better. Okay, take a look from this angle over here. Do your bracing, squeeze your abs in, and then take very slow your leg out of the ground, keeping your hip aligned to your spine. As I mentioned before, it's very hard to keep this alignment. Your body wants to do this. Shift your hip in, or even bend your back, round it. Your goal is keep your back aligned and your hip aligned as well. When you go back, don't release your muscles. Keep them engaged, working. When you do this transition right here, it's very important for you to keep the contraction. Again, keep your hip aligned. Your hip cannot tilt, drop in. Another common mistake that people do, they arch the lower back. I want you to guys now keep watching my lower back. Doing this movement, which is wrong. You can't increase the curve over here. Remember, I said on the beginning, you need to keep the curve on a neutral position. When you extend your leg, make sure you keep your core activate, your brace. Only move your leg. You can't move your spine. Doing this movement is slow. It's easier for you to pay attention to these movements that occurs when you're doing this exercise. It's very difficult. It's very hard. When you first start, you're probably not seeing how difficult it is. If you're looking, you probably say, oh, this is easy. But when you try to do on the very right way, you're gonna even swear when you do this movement. It's not an easy movement. You need to keep your hip and your back very well aligned. You can film yourself or do it in the front of the mirror to help you to get this conscious about the correct alignment of your body. So this is how you can first start doing the bird dog extension. Because we have some variations. We can move leg and arm at the same time, which is even harder than this one. But for the purpose of this video, this is a beginner guide. You need to try it out, only move your leg first. And then think about to go to the next step, which is take arm and leg at the same time. As a beginner guide for you, you're gonna do first the double flexion, double extension. Remember, you need to learn the movement first, as I explained you guys before. After you learn, one set of 8 cycles, 8 reps, it's enough when it's done properly, okay? And then you go to the bird dog extension. After you learn the bird dog extension, you can do 3 sets, 5 times each leg, holding 10 seconds. What is that? You here, and then you count 10 seconds here. That was your first one. And then 2. So total is 10 reps, 5 each leg. You do one set, you rest about 30 seconds, and then you repeat. Do 3 sets of 10. This guide, you're gonna spend about 6 to 8 minutes to do everything once you learn. When you first start, you need to take some time to practice and learn the technique, the movement, to later on, you're just gonna get on the ground and you're gonna already do this movement. I want you to try this even if you don't have back pain. If you work out and then you think that you're strong, try this exercise. If you're not able to keep your body aligned and stable, you most likely have your core weak, okay? This is a sign for you just to pay attention. It's time to think about other things and not only lift weights, okay? We need to combine both. And then if you don't work out, even if you don't have back pain, try this out because you can try at home. You don't need to go anywhere. And then you can already start to develop some strength on your core, which is very important for you because as I explained you guys before at the beginning, to do your daily things, you're constantly needing to have a good stability on your body, on your torso to protect your spine. Otherwise, you can end up injuring your back. Listen, most of the injuries that I create after many years of doing something wrong, even carrying up weights on your daily routine, or if you work out. When you work out, it's even worse because we used to work out with way more weight than on like grocery bags, which is even more dangerous, okay? I have some videos on my channel talk about core exercise, how to apply this technique doing some other exercise. You're gonna notice when you, for example, I just post a video about how you squat, how important is the stability of your torso when you're doing squats, the Romania, that lift, the leg press. So basically it's for everything. Because when you're working out, you need to move on your limbs, okay? Or if you move your back must be braced, must be aligned. But for that, you need to engage, you need to learn how to engage your core properly. Otherwise, it's gonna be one more that goes to the gym with those belts around the back, and also they put like something to protect the elbow, knee, and they ended up at the gym almost with a helmet, okay? Because they start to injure the whole body, and they keep doing the same thing over and over again, injuring themselves. But again, if you're a bodybuilder, this video is not for you because you're looking for performance. When you look for performance, we're not looking for health. This is for those who want to have a better life, a safer life, and a more healthy spine. Take a look on this exercise, and then you're gonna see how important it is to keep your back aligned, embracing your core correctly. You go down shifting with your torso to one of those sides, and then you don't keep your spine aligned to your hip. I see this a lot. And then people sometimes they don't even notice they are not aligned. You need to keep your back aligned to your hip. Okay, say it again. See from the side. Think about this, your shoulders must be aligned to your hip. Shoulders, hip, both must be aligned. This is the best way to stop when we squat. It's the one that we still have our lower back curve preserved. After here, for me, for example, I already lost my curve on my lower back. This is very bad for your spine, okay? You need to film yourself and make sure you go down to where your spine is aligned. Mine is over here. If I go lower than that, I lose my lower back curve and then can injure my lower back. Let me know in the comments if you guys tried this exercise at home, if you have any difficulty, and then I'll see you guys on the next video. I always post 2 or 3 videos per week on my